It's a lifesaver, a space saver, a time saver, a money saver, girl. All the savers. What do you mean? Why don't you have this? Hey kitties, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Marilyn and I'm bringing you all things beauty, fashion, lifestyle. So if you like that kind of stuff, just go ahead and subscribe. Stop playing. You're gonna like it here. So hit the subscribe button and come back. Anyway, let's get into this Sephora recommendations. Okay guys, so it's that time of year again. The Sephora sale is coming around. I'm going to leave all the details maybe on the screen or in the description on when the sale dates are, depending on the tier that you are. Okay, so we're not going to waste any time with that. Let's get into the products. Let's go. Now, as you know, we're going to start with the things that I recommend that are from the Sephora collection, which are 30% off no matter what tier you are. And let's get right into that first. I'm going to start with the skincare because the last sale I brought a lot of skincare and I'm waiting the sale to re-up. I don't know if you can hear how empty this is. I've purchased this twice since I purchased it for last sale, and this is the Sephora Clean Skin Gel. I love this. I love this so much. It's easy, it's gentle, and it's lightweight. It doesn't strip your skin, and I need more. Okay, this is I purchased I think it was like a 120 milliliter tube, and this is the bigger one, which is 200. So this is the one I'm going to purchase during the sale, and I just can't wait because I'm trying to, you know, take my time and like squeeze a little bit, but now I can purchase it because the sale is pretty much here. And again, it's the Clean Skin Gel. Okay, so it's a very gentle cleanser if that's what you're into. I'm just trying to stick with like just using the same things for my skin, like really sticking to a routine, because I do have a hard time with that because I always want to just try something else. But I'm sticking with this because I love it and my skin likes it. So yeah, that's the first thing. Now I'm going to get into this is also skincare, and these, I don't know if you can see how empty this is. Like, I really need this sale to happen because girl, this is so empty. This is the Targeted Dark Spot Serum. Love this. Mine's is all beat up, and the dropper, girl, I don't even know what happened to it. I need another one. Okay, 30% off, and I can't wait to get it. It's the Targeted Dark Spot Serum, and this is what it looks like on the front. Love it from the Sephora collection is really high quality, and don't sleep on the Sephora collection because 30% off. Don't sleep. Okay, the next thing that I really like that actually works is the Targeted Pore Serum. You can see that here. And the last one, I really love the way this makes my skin look. This is the Vitamin C Plus E Super Glow Serum. Please, if you have a chance to try that out from the Sephora collection, it's very affordable regardless of the sale, but the fact that we're getting 30% off, girl, why not? All right, so also from the Sephora collection, this is the Firming Eye Cream. It's so cute. I purchased mine the last sale, and this is how much I've used so far. Now, the expiration, it says that it has a 6-month shelf life, but I don't care about that. I'm still gonna use this. I mean, who cares? But it's a 6-month shelf life. Just keep that in mind. But I purchased mine last sale, which was in November, I believe, and I'm only about halfway through, because you know with eye cream you only need just a drop, and I love the way this makes my under eye look. It gives it a little bit of a glow. There is some sort of like iridescent sort of particles in this, so it makes my under eye look glowy, and I absolutely love it. And it's a firming eye cream, and it works well under my makeup, so I love this. Now I pack this on, especially at night. I sort of like slather my face in it because when I wake up I like to look, you know, glowy, refreshed. This is a nourishing moisturizer, and it really does feel nourishing. It's a very thick cream, and I've been using this since last November, and I haven't put it down since. I love the way it makes my skin stay hydrated and look. Now, I have oily skin, but it is still really important to moisturize, even if your skin is oily, because the more dehydrated it is, the more it's going to produce oil. And I don't really want that. nor can I afford it. I almost forgot this. This is the Sephora Brightening Dual Exfoliator. So it's a manual exfoliation as well as a chemical exfoliation. And I really, really, really love this. Now this, I don't necessarily need to get again. I still have a good amount in the tube because, you know, with an exfoliator for your face or a scrub for your face, you're not using that daily. So I'm using this maybe twice a week, 3 times at best. But definitely if you're in the need of a great face scrub or exfoliator, this is really, really, really good. I don't necessarily need to buy it again. So now let's get into the Sephora Collection makeup products. Now, some of these things I may have recommended before because, you know, I actually like them and I want to recommend them again because you may have not seen that other video. So first I'm going to start with, now I purchased the last sale. This is the Sephora Matte Powder Foundation. This is so good and so smooth. You don't need the high-end $50 or $42 products. When you can get this Sephora powder, this is such a great powder. I love it so much. It's so smoothing and mattifying to the face. It's a powder foundation. Very comparable to the Fenty powder foundation. In the Fenty, I'm $4.40. In this one, I am 56.8N. All right, and this is the shade that I have. I don't want to blind you guys, but this is the shade that I have. Love this powder. Get this powder. If you have the opportunity to get it, get it. Next makeup product from Sephora I'm going to recommend are their blushes. Girl, the Sephora blushes, I have the color Tiger Lily. This is the blush duo, so it comes with 2 colors in there. I have it on now. It's a really pretty orangey tone. Let me just open it for you. All right, so this is it. I purchased this during the last sale. Look how pretty this shade is. Okay, so nice. It's called Tiger Lily. Hopefully it's still on the site because sometimes, you know, the Sephora collection, I don't know how long this blush has been around, but I'm praying that it's still there so you can get it. Especially if you are a medium to deep skin tone, an orange blush is absolutely chef's kiss and you need it if you don't already have it. Okay, and another Sephora blush duo I'm going to recommend that shows up so pretty on my skin. This color is called Snapdragon and it's just a pink shade. Love it. It comes out like a mauve shade on me actually because I do mix the 2 colors together. So pretty. And this is from the Sephora collection. Performs like any other high-end blush that they have, but a better price with 30% off, girl. All right, so something else from the Sephora collection that I really love. This is their Best Skin Ever foundation. It's a nice creamy formula. It's more of a medium coverage, but the finish is extremely natural and I really do love it and it matches me so well. I have now in the shade of the foundation, I have 59N. And this is it here. This is the Sephora Best Skin Ever. So if you have never had a chance to try this, it's a great opportunity to get an affordable foundation that looks like high end. I think people compare this to the NARS, is it the Sheer Glow foundation? I'm not sure, I'm not positive, but this is its own lane to me. It's just as good as any high end like I mentioned. So I'm not even gonna compare it to anything because I can't think of a foundation to compare it to. But it is on its own an absolute top tier, top 5 foundation if you like a natural finish with medium coverage. Let's stick with some complexion products. I'm no longer within the Sephora collection anymore. Let's talk about foundations. Now, since it's spring and summer, if you decide that you still want to wear a foundation, a really great foundation that I would recommend that gives medium coverage, long lasting, and it is sweat resistant, the Dior Backstage. This is the most lightweight medium coverage foundation that has a beautiful finish. It does have fragrance, so if you're sensitive to that, you know, keep that in mind. But it's the Dior Backstage. I'm the color 6.5. Okay, and this is a very thin, even watery, runny consistency. So it feels very lightweight, like you have nothing on the face, and the finish is just so pretty. And this is something I've had this for a couple, maybe two years or so, and I just love how it performs. It's not the most priciest foundation, but it is a little pricey, but with the sale, of course, you get a little discount. And it has a fragrance. I happen to love the fragrance, but if you are sensitive to that or you're prone to breakouts, you know, it's something that you may want to consider. I haven't had a chance to try the new Fenty concealer. Here's your perfect opportunity. This is the Wear Even concealer. I'm in the color 400N. I use this to highlight. I did purchase, this is the second time I purchased it because I had the wrong shade before, which was like 360 or something, which was way too light for me to highlight with, for my taste at least. The 400N works out really well on my skin tone. When it comes to Fenty, they typically do pretty good with complexion products, and the products that I have to recommend in this group of things are really great products that I love and will repurchase, and this concealer is definitely one of them. It's hydrating, it does stay in place, and it looks natural under the eyes, and the color is really great. This is a neutral concealer. I can go for neutral warm tone concealers. It kind of depends on the mood and the look that I'm going for, and one of my favorite things about it is the applicator and the way that it bends. So I really love this, and I'm glad I tried it out because now I can add this to my pile of concealers because I do have a pile. Since we're talking about Fenty, I have another item I can recommend. I mentioned this in my last video. It's this Fenty Eavesdrop Stick. This is probably one of my favorite complexion products right now. It's so easy, it's so convenient. The finish is beautiful. My skin is oily. It has sort of a natural matte finish. It lasts long. You can build it to medium coverage. It's beautiful. Okay, I'm in the shade 21. Let me be careful because mine's a little shaky now. Like I said, I used this and it fell out of the tube when I was trying to scroll it up more. It actually just fell out. Now you can scroll this up all the way to the top, and when you hear that click, the product that is normally stuck inside the packaging, it actually clicks out with it. That way you get to use this down to the very last drop. Like mine looks a little beat up, girl, because it fell right out of it when I was just testing that out, because I saw it on TikTok. So I was testing out to make sure that mine did the same thing, but I love it. I have both the liquid form as well as the stick, and if I could tell you to choose one during the sale, if you want to save some money, you don't need both, I would say go for this one. Go for the packaging alone, the finish. I would say go for this. Go for this. They're both great, but this is better. The colors do correlate, so if you're a 21 in this shade, you're going to be 21 in this one. Okay, but if you got to pick one, girl, if you're trying to save some money, you don't want to get everything, please go for this. Go for this. You're going to love this in spring and summer because it's lightweight, it's easy, and it's a natural coverage, natural finish, but you can build it because I've done full glam with this and it's come out great. Okay, I can attest this. I'm standing by this right here because when this is finished, I'm getting a new one. It's great. Okay, y'all, we're still on complexion products. I'm going to recommend this Anastasia Beverly Hills concealer. It's so full coverage and flawless. Now, I mentioned this in my last Sephora recommendations. I had the color 18, which is more of a neutral color. I did repurchase another color in the Magic Touch concealer, and it's 19. So this one has more of like a peachy undertone, which I like. So when I want to do something a little bit more warm or a little bit of a more natural highlight, something a little closer to my skin tone, I would go for this one. But this is flawless. This is a full glam concealer. This isn't something I wear like when I want to look natural. I mean you can scale it back by just applying very little, but this is what I go for when I want to really glam it up. Okay, so while we're still on complexion, I have more concealers to recommend. Now this is an old launch, but I have recently tried it, and this is the Naked Quickie concealers, and this is by Urban Decay. Now, when it comes to this, like I said, I have oily skin. If you have dry skin, I'm not going to recommend this for you at all, because I feel like if your skin is dry, this is going to cling on to that. However, if you don't have dry skin, or if you use a very thick, creamy, hydrating primer, if you use a hydrating primer that is glowy, then this will work. I have this on right now. I have a dark shade that is for my overall skin tone, which is, I have here 90, and now it's a little red for my skin, but once I do my entire routine, it works out. So I use this just to cover spots on my overall face, and this is on the outer perimeter of my face. And then I highlight it with this shade, which is 70 NN. And that's what I have on right now, and I really love the way the finish is. Now again, if you have dry skin, I wouldn't recommend it really for dry skin. Yes, you can do things when you prime it, but it's just something that I would not recommend for very dry skin. But for my skin type, it works out so nicely, and that's what I have on my face now. This is what I'm using for complexion. The dark color and the light color. The powder that I have on is the Sephora foundation powder that I just recommended for you guys. And I use the Dermablend translucent powder to set my under eyes. And that's what I have on. And it works out really good for me. I've used the brush. I'm not a huge fan of the brush. Like brushes that come like in packaging like this, I normally don't like it. But this is the brush. The brush part, I can definitely do without. I'm here for just the actual product because I just use my regular brushes that I'm comfortable with that blend it out properly. This one, not so much. I don't like it at all. Okay, but these are the two colors in the Quickie Concealer, and I would definitely recommend this if you have skin type like mine, which is oily. If you have dry skin, not so much. Not so much. All right, now another complexion product, which is a powder that I would highly recommend. It's the Easy Bake Huda Beauty powder. If you haven't tried this yet, girls, stop playing and get it. The color that I have is Cinnamon Bun. So it's more of like a yellowy powder. It doesn't highlight me a lot, but it does brighten because it has like a yellow tint to it. So before I set my under eye with a loose powder, I use this first. And it has changed the game for me, okay? Cinnamon Bun is what I have, and you need it. It has, is it a smell? I don't know if it's a fragrance. I think it's just, this is just the smell of the makeup, but they can say, I would even get this in another color. I would get a brightening color. But for right now, the Cinnamon Bun color works out so nice for me. Like I said, I set my concealer with this first before using a loose powder on top of it, and it has changed the game. Love this formula so much. Another face powder that I would recommend for oily skin, dry skin, whatever. This is just a great finishing powder. It sets your makeup and it smooths and gives you that blurring effect. This is the NARS powder. I don't really hear people talking about this a lot. I have the shade Seafront. It's the Soft Matte Advanced Perfecting Powder. People do not talk about this a lot, or maybe I just don't see those videos. But this is the color that I have in Seafront. And it does a really great job just smoothing out your skin, setting your makeup, and it's extremely lightweight. It doesn't have a lot of coverage. It's meant to just set the makeup, and I highly recommend this. I don't know if people are sleeping on this, or I'm just not seeing the content about it, but NARS has been that girl for a pretty long time. I don't have a ton of NARS products. This is probably the only NARS product that I use in my makeup routine often. I don't really buy things from NARS often, but this one, I love this, and I'm gonna highly recommend it. Again, it's just a finishing powder, or a setting powder. It does not have coverage. It's meant to just set and blur your makeup. So this is something, of course, you would want in your makeup routine. It's easy, great for summer, great for anything. Any powder is great for summer, really. So yeah. All right, now this is an oldie goldie product. Now this is by Laneige, right? This is the Glowy Makeup Serum Base. I have that on now, and I combine this with the Quickie Concealer. Now, although I have oily skin, that particular concealer needs something where the product can just glide on it, where it's a really smooth canvas. I wouldn't use like a mattifying primer with that concealer because it's already matte. This one works with it perfectly. That's what I have on right now. I tend to use this normally in the spring and summer because that's when I really want that sort of glowy look, because I use a lot more powders. Like I'll just put this, I'll put this base on and then do like the Sephora foundation powder and a little concealer and setting powder, and that's it. And it glides over this base so good. Let me show you the front. This is the Laneige Glow Up Makeup Serum. I've had this for a long time, girl. The expiration date is probably, have passed. But this is what it looks like, the consistency. Let me try to just drop a little bit here. It has glowy particles. I don't know if you guys can see it here on the video. But this is something that I don't see people talking about a lot. Again, it's an old launch. It's really old, but I love this, especially if you like to use a lot of powders, okay? So, and that's me during the summer, okay? I put like a little concealer, whatever, but I do use like a foundation powder. And you need your skin to be hydrated if you're gonna pile on powders like that in order for it to look good and not look, you know, cakey. So the Glowy Makeup Serum is perfect, and it's really nice on no makeup days. So, because you don't even have to put makeup over this if you just wanna glow, go for it and do a little spot concealing, a little concealer, and you're gonna have a fresh face, a little blush. You're gonna have a fresh face without having too much makeup on, because during the summer, girl, your routine should be changing because it's hot as hell outside, okay? But I do understand still wanting to be glam and still wanting to be put together. You just have to put things in your routine that work with that. And this is something that I think you guys should definitely consider. Again, it's the Laneige Glowy Makeup Serum Base. It gives you such a nice, smooth, glowy canvas, like glass skin to work with, and it's beautiful. That's what I have on under this. All right, so now the next item I'm going to recommend, I should have recommended this first, because this, if you're trying to save some money and you want a product that can be multi-use, you can use it for your eyes, your lips, your face, you need this. I recommended this in my last video, but this Danessa Myricks Groundworks palette, you can use it on your eyes, you can use it to bronze, you can use it to contour, you can even use it to highlight under your eyes, because this product is so multi-use and extremely innovative, okay? That is the word that you think of when you think of Danessa Myricks. Now, this palette has the creamy wax sort of formula, and then it has the correlating shade and also a powder. So you can use it for eyeshadows. You can use the cream, then set it with a powder. You can use it in your eyebrows. I mean, if you're trying to save some money at the sale, you want to just grab an item that is going to take care of many steps in your makeup routine, I would definitely recommend this. If you are a professional makeup artist, I would definitely, this would be great in a makeup artist kit. And I know, because at one point I did freelance makeup. So something like this, especially for bridal, where you don't have to pack so many things, you can have this and it works with so many complexions. It's a lifesaver, a space saver, a time saver, a money saver, girl, all the savers. What do you mean? Why don't you have this? You need this. All right, now while we're speaking of Danessa Myricks, of course I'm going to recommend these blushes. These are her the Danessa Myricks, the Yummy Skin blushes. Yeah, the Yummy Skin blush. I have the shade Prima Donna, which is a hot pink, and also the shade Golden Hour. This is Prima Donna, what she looks like here in the tube. It's just a really nice hot pink. Let me try to swatch this, okay? This is what it's really hot pink, okay? So this is the hot pink shade. So I wear this often mixed, because pink and orange on me is just like really good. So if you're like, you know, medium, dark skin, you can just mix your blushes, pink and orange. Absolutely love it. All right, so this is the orange one. There's a little bit of makeup on here, like foundation in there. But let me just swatch it so you guys can see the formula. Now it's creamy, but it's almost like a cream to powder when you apply it. And that's what I love about this. So it works great with oily skin, and it's extremely long lasting. It's almost like it sets itself once you apply it, okay? So when it comes to longevity in the makeup, Danessa Myricks is definitely that girl. So this is something that you definitely want to grab, one or the other. You don't have to grab every single color, but just grab a color that is really good for your skin tone and keep it moving. If you are a dark complexion like my complexion, go for the Golden Hour. Go for the orange, because it looks good on your cheeks, your lips. You can do different looks with it. You can put a little bit on your eyes for a monochromatic glam, and you save some money, and you still get to try the Danessa Myricks blush, because you don't need every single one. Don't obsess. During this sale, don't obsess. Don't feel the need to grab every freaking thing, because you don't need it. You don't. Now, since the spring and summer are here, and I have oily skin, the very best setting spray for that is the One Size mattifying setting spray. This, I can attest to this. This is my tried and true when it comes to keeping my face matte. Now, when you spray it, you may feel like you're gonna choke, but don't worry, you're still safe, okay? Because I don't know, there's something about inhaling this. It's just a lot. It's just a lot to do. I have the mini, and I'm gonna buy the mini again during the sale because it's cheaper, and that's what I do. So this is a really great setting spray for oily skin. It keeps you matte for as long as possible. It keeps the sweat away. It just keeps you your makeup looking fresh for a very long time. And I really love this. All right, now another product that I recently tried that I really love. This is by, I have two of them. I have the Mango and the Watermelon Kiss. This is by Too Faced. It's the Hangover Pillow Balm. So this is like a nourishing lip treatment. It has like a tingly feeling, not burning sensation. It's a very soothing, tingly sensation, and it has a really nice scent. This is the applicator. Now it isn't a gloss, it is a balm. It doesn't come off extremely shiny, but it does give a nice sheen. The smell of it is so nice. It smells delicious. It even has a slight sweet taste to it, and it really hydrates the lips. It really plumps out the lips, and I love this product. Okay, I barely ever buy lip balms and things like that. I have my own small business. I make lip glosses. We have lip balms, but we have a pop form of the lip balm, and I wanted to try this out because I've heard good things about it, and I love the tingling sensation and the scent. Love it. I have watermelon, and I also have the mango one, and this is what it looks like. This is a great product. You don't need all of them. I think just one is fine because it doesn't have much color at all, so you don't need all of the scents unless you're just obsessive like that and you need all the different ones, but you don't have to get it. Okay, just one. I would recommend the watermelon. It's my favorite. So another thing that I recommend, I very recently started trying this. I was just using Olaplex for a while, but a lot of people say so many bad things about some of the ingredients in it. It's never done anything to my hair, but it kind of scared me into stop using it. Okay, so I wanted to try something new, and this is the Bondi Boost, the thickening therapy. I have the conditioner, the shampoo, as well as the hair mask. Now I just started using this, so far so good. It does make your hair feel more full, and it makes my hair feel squeaky clean without feeling dry. It's still hydrating, which I like, and that's probably because of the mask though. It's called the thickening therapy hair mask. So this is probably the reason it still feels hydrated, but I love the way it makes my hair feel, and it does actually make it look a little bit fuller and more bouncy. It has a lot more body, but I've only washed it with my hair. I only washed my hair with this twice so far, so I haven't been using it that long, but so far so good. I'll do an update if I need to, but this is something you can definitely check out if you're in the market for new shampoo and a hair mask, okay, especially during the sale. Yeah, that's when you should check it out, only when it's on sale. Okay, so now the last thing I'm going to recommend is a fragrance. I've been obsessed with this. I got it for Christmas, so just so you can see at what point. It's all the way here. I got this in December for Christmas. It's the Marc Jacobs Perfect. This smells so fresh, fruity, floral, perfect, beautiful fragrance for the summer. Beautiful. Okay, this reminds me of sundresses and brunch and just really pretty girly things. Marc Jacobs fragrances are typically very fresh, really great during the summer. I also have the Daisy. I have a replacement bottle of the Daisy because I just finished the other one, and I also have Perfect, which I just got this for Christmas, and it's all, look how far down this is. And I have other fragrances that I use, but this one is just so addictive. The smell, oh, love this. If you love fruity floral fragrances, Marc Jacobs, you will not be disappointed. You would not be disappointed. All right, kitty, so those are my Sephora recommendations. I didn't do too much. I didn't buy that many things this year or even last year, but these are the items that I've been loving and I would absolutely recommend and stand behind 100%. Leave some of your recommendations down in the comments. If you have any questions, of course, do that in the comments as well. Don't forget to like my video. Be sure to subscribe and come back for another video. I'm going to be shopping the sale, but I'm not sure what I'm going to get yet, other than the things that I need to replace as far as the skincare goes. But as far as makeup, I don't really know what I want to get. I may get the Danessa Myricks, that drop thing, that dropper primer thing. I don't know. But if you enjoyed the video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and come back, girl. Bye.